There we go. Professional. I've got a friend to introduce you to today. Look. His name is Billy. Now, if you're from the UK, you might recognise Billy because Billy is the brand leader, the figurehead of Butlin Holiday Resort. The Butlin Holiday Resort's been going since, 1960s. And Billy is the brand ambassador. Billy has a friend called Bonnie, but I've only got Billy here today. Bonnie's elsewhere. So I'm introducing you to Billy, not because I'm just some old lady that collects teddy bears. No, am I Billy? No, no, I'm not. I'm introducing you to Billy because Billy is an example of what is going on for you. Now, Billy, as you can see, is wearing a red coat. And at Butlin Holiday Resorts, the entertainment staff are called redcoats. So all of the entertainment staff, the people that are out front entertaining, they all wear these red coats and white trousers. But Billy hasn't got his white trousers on today because he's doing his other things. But red coat, right? So there's a whole bunch of entertainment staff at Butlin that wear red coat. Now, for holiday makers, people that go to Butlin, when they leave Butlin, probably within about a week to 10 days, they won't be able to tell you who the redcoats were, who the masters of the redcoats were. They won't be able to remember the names of the redcoat, but they will still remember Billy. And why? Because Billy is technically a redcoat as well. Billy has a red coat, and so he is just another redcoat entertainment person, right? However, because Billy, not just the fact that he's a bear, because Billy has his own brand, he's got his own brand style. Yes, he's a bear, but he's different. He stands out from the rest of the redcoats and therefore is more memorable and more sought after because people actually go and queue up for hours to get a photo with Billy. And Billy shows up at certain places and everyone goes to see Billy, right? Now, if XYZ redcoat says, hey, I'm going to be, in this cafe at 10 o'clock, a few people would go there. But when Billy says he's going to be in the cafe at 10 o'clock, everyone goes there. Well, not everyone, but lots of people, he is a sought after redcoat, right? So this is why it matters to you. This is why I'm introducing you to Billy, because you are a redcoat in a crowd of redcoats, unless you've got your own signature brands, unless you've got your own signature model, unless you've got something different about you. Because in any industry, I'm going to just sit Billy down now. In any industry, there are apples, right? Everyone. Lots of people in the same industry are trying to sell the same types of thing to the same types of people, giving themselves the same kind of identities, life coaches, business coaches. And so they're competing in a crowd of life coaches and business coaches. You've heard the saying, you can't compare apples to oranges. So in any industry, there is a crowd of apples, right? And this is where you get into all of the other kind of sticky things about your pricing. Like when you're an apple competing with apples, trying to charge more than the collective of apples, the average of the apples, you're going to get a lot of pushback. And that's because there's nothing that makes you different. Where I'm going to use an example on TV. There is a therapy couple called the Speakmans. Now, if you just take a step back, they are like life coaches, but because they've got their own brand, they're now a celebrity brand. They stand out, so people are like, oh, if the Speakmans charge 50-100% more than the average life coach, that's good because we're working with the Speakmans. If Billy charges £100, he doesn't. But supposing he said like £100 for a meet and greet and you have dinner with Billy versus another red coat saying it's £100 for a meet and greet and you can have dinner with me, people are going to question Billy less. People are going to question Billy's pricing less. I mean, obviously some people still will, because value is a perception, it's subjective. But because you're getting access to this premium brand, you pay, again, in concerts, right? You get a ticket, a VIP ticket to go and see Taylor Swift, or a VIP ticket to go and see some band you only learned about 2 minutes ago, right? The Taylor Swift ticket have a higher perceived value because they're sought after, they've got their own brand, right? This is what we're talking about. Instead of trying to compete as another apple in a crowd of apples, become the orange. And you become the orange by having your own signature method. You become the orange by turning what you know into a signature process. So this is your method. And then you create programs based around your method so that people will pay because you're the only person that's teaching your method. No matter whether, if you've done training with 100 other people, the same training, the way that you teach what you do is a combination of the way that you've interpreted the training, it's your beliefs, it's your mindset, it's your accumulated wealth of knowledge, it's your perception of what's possible. All of those things create a unique proposition for you. So to stand out in a crowd of apples, you become an orange with a signature process. So like if you've got the 4-hour work week, Tim Ferriss competing with a time management coach over there. You see, they're the same thing, but this 4-hour work week is a thing all of its own. So you get just supposing to work with the 4-hour work week coach on mastering productivity and time management versus a business coach that teaches time management. It's the same knowledge broadly, but their application of it, and because they've got the signature methods. That's what we're talking about today. And that's what we do inside the Introvert Online Sales Accelerator. We'll come in and you'll map out your ideas for what you want, the problems that you want to solve to help you, what you want to help your dream client to achieve with you. And then we'll turn that into a signature process that becomes yours. And you'll create an online program based on the signature process. So you now have a much better content strategy because you'll know exactly who you're talking to. You'll have a brand that stands out from the crowd because you're the only person who can deliver this process because it is yours. And then you'll be able to stand aside in a category of one because you're unique, away from the crowd of apples, and position yourself as the authority, as the expert, even if you're not quite comfortable with the word expert yet, but as the authority, as somebody with something different in a crowd of sameness. So go check out the Introvert Online Sales Accelerator. Send me a message if you've got any questions. Send me a message if you want me to drop you the link or send you some testimonials or help you, anything I can do to help you decide. And let's work together to turn your expertise, yes, because that is what it is, into a signature method so that you are a standout brand in a crowd of same and apples. And I will look forward to celebrating your shining your light on your magic, on your genius, when your audience can now fully see clearly what it is about you that makes you so special. DM me for the link, DM me any question, anything I can do to help you decide, ask, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.